Next question. Marky Shamblin has a question about microgreens, which is one of our grow this crops for 2020. They say simply, what are microgreens? When do we harvest them? And can we harvest them more than once?
Yeah, microgreens are an excellent, salad crop. I mean, they're sort of an additive to a salad, or sometimes a replacement for spinach or lettuce in a salad. They're just miniature plants that are harvested at a very early stage of growth. Most of them are uh, sort of in the cabbage family, like turnips, radishes, kohlrabi, cabbage, and then there are also beets, chard, many of the herbs, basil, lovage, celery, even. So they're just seeded in trays or pots, very thickly, and then they're allowed to grow to about 4 inches high, and then they're clipped, usually with scissors, and so you're just using them as young seedlings. So they're not sprouts. Sometimes you can get sprouts at restaurants or that are added. Those are just seeds that have germinated. But these microgreens are seeds that have germinated. Then they form their first true leaf. That's when you start cutting them. So there's the cotyledons or the seed leaves that come out first, and then the leaves right after that are the true leaves. That's when they're snipped. And they can be cut multiple times depending on how high you cut them in the container. If you cut them below the growing point, which is the cotyledons, they won't regrow. But if you keep cutting them above the cotyledons, they'll continue to grow new leaves. So you can do multiple cuttings on them that way. But they're highly nutritious. There are many seed companies that have pre-mixed microgreen seeds that are already mixed up for you. Or a gardener can mix their own and create their own mix. But depending on whether you like mild or spicy, I mean, if you want more mustards in them, that's going to be more of a spicy or hotter mix. But if you want more milder types microgreens, then that's mostly the cabbages and the broccoli and the other things like that that are mixed together. But they're an excellent windowsill crop, crop that can be done, food crop that can be grown inside the house.
And they reach, it's funny to say maturity because the whole idea is that you're harvesting them before they're mature. But I mean, they reach the point where you can harvest them fairly quickly, right?
Yeah, I think within sometimes after they emerge in about 4 to 5 days after they're seeded, and then within 2 weeks they're harvested, depending on how much light they're getting and all that. But the main thing I think, and this is stressed in the Grow This guide, is not to overwater them. I mean, not to try to bottom water them or soak the pot in a water rather than overhead water them or douse them in water. But very fast growing crop, yeah. And you just need to clip them before they get too big. And while they're
And what's the benefit of watering them from beneath rather than spraying them from the top?
Well, I think when you water any crop, I mean, any garden crop, the same way. I mean, most plants don't like wet leaves. They just don't like water on the leaves. I mean, it stresses them. It creates disease problems. It mats them down, kind of packs them down sometimes. So it's better just to water the roots, which is what the organ of the plant is designed for taking water, are the root system. So it's better just to soak the pot in a tray of water, and then just bottom water it.